What if I told you that food noise is not from God, but it can be used for His glory? Food noise for so many people can be crippling. It's just like coming from this place of fear, from this place of anxiety, from this place of almost like we can't find food, which is interesting because we live in such a world right now, if you're sitting on your phone watching this, where there is access to food. There is excess food around you. Whatever your relationship to food is, put that to the side for a second and realize that we don't really have to have a scarcity mindset around food anymore. That might have been beneficial to you in the past, and I've talked to one of my therapist friends about this before, and she has said anxiety was such a great help back in the day in moments, right? But the devil takes things that even were meant for beneficial things. If we find ourselves in a vulnerable situation, he will then pull that out of us and use it for our destruction. So that is something to be mindful of. So let's frame this for a moment. What if you realized that God did not give you the food noise, right? But He had planted something in your heart about food, about nutrition, to be able to serve others. Again and again, when I'm reading the Bible, I just get so connected to the women in the Bible and so interested on like what they're doing, even if they're kind of just in the background in some stories, which some of the ones I've been reading lately, they have been, and they have been serving, they have been helping, they have been cooking, they have been there with food and nutrition. And I could just put myself in their position for a moment and think about caring for a community, caring for a family, and like having that be my day-to-day thing, right? Flash forward nowadays where it's like, I can't afford to buy a house, I can't afford to have kids, I can't find a Christian man that I want to have kids with, I can't do all of these things that allows me to use that beautiful feeling of thinking about food every day for the glory of God and for helping the people that I love and for serving my community, because I'm working all these extra hours and I don't have time and all of these things, right? What if that's what it is? How interesting to think about that, because in that way you notice that I can either figure out if this is an attack from the devil, just in a sense that I don't have as much connection to food, it just is a distraction, or God is really calling me forward to take care of myself with whole foods. He's planting this idea that I do need to think about food every day. I need to start cooking more at home. I need to care for my family. I really want to be a wife. All of these things. Start paying attention to which alley you're going down. Either way, He'll use it for His glory, but food for thought.